sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull,
I think we better go have a look for ourselves."
Hello, this is just a quick PS4 review for the PS2 game, The Warriors. It's like a movie tie-in to the original 1979 movie, which is an absolute cult classic. I absolutely loved it. I've got the director's cut on DVD. And this sequence now that you're watching is the same as the movie. They've just converted it into graphics. So this is like the movie, this one. And it introduces the characters. That's Cleon. He's the leader. That's Rembrandt. That's who you play at first. You're just the beginner. You've just joined. Well, the first level is your initiation. But there's like the subway map. That's Cowboy. That's Vermin. There's all the different gangs. There's loads of different gangs on. There's the Chinkies. No, what they're called? They're called the Killer. No, they're called. Oh, what they're called again? The Hongs or something. I can't remember what they're called now. That's Ajax.
You just soldier and keep your mouth shut.
I love Ajax. That's Swan. Swan's second in command. He's fucking solid, him. But he's like sensible. He's like Leonardo from Turtles.
One thing we might get out of Cyrus's little get-together, meeting some strange wool. I wouldn't mind nailing a little something down on the way back.
You got a one-track brain. You know that?
What's the matter? You going faggot?
What do you know about Cyrus?
You know what I mean? Just because he doesn't want to go on the pull, he's keep calling him a faggot.
What do you know about Cyrus? He's the one and only.
Cyrus is the guy who gets shot.
You don't have to take any shit.
Fuck him.
When you're the biggest fucking gang in the city, you don't have to take any shit. Fuck
I'll tell
him.
you something. I'll bet nobody's even gonna be there.
That's meant because that's the exact same sequence it is at the very beginning of the movie. So anyway, this is the Warriors. And it's really, really good. I mean, I've played it before. Even on the PS2, I've played it about 5 times, and it's one of the probably only games that I've 100%ed. So, like, I know it quite well. And that cutscene I skipped just before, that's just like the beginning of the movie. Because like the cutscenes are following the movie up to a certain point, and then it starts making its own story up, which is good because it incorporates it into the movie but doesn't like stay true to the real movie story. I mean, you do have to do the main story of the film, but you take your time and you do loads of side missions on the way, so they've like really milked it out, and it's just a really good idea. I was saying, like, me and my best mate always say we should have more games which were like this. I mean, Grand Theft Auto's one. You know, that pulls it off, where it gives you the chance to feel like you're just a person running around a map, like doing what you want, getting tattoos, buying things. So this is what this is like. You get let loose in Coney Island, in the Bronx, and places like that, in New York. And you feel like it is a part of the time because all the people are talking the way they did back then, and the fashion and shit like that. So it does a good job of making you feel like you're involved, like in the time and era. Like I was saying, imagine there was like a RoboCop game, or like a good Rambo game or something like that. Even Rocky. Like, imagine Rocky, where you're running around as Sylvester Stallone, your character looks like Sylvester Stallone, and you're running around, you're punching the frozen meat, you're running up the stairs and shit like that to train, and then you actually have to go and do the boxing matches. I mean, they could, like RoboCop, or like I said, they could do Predator, where you are like Arnie. And you know what I mean, they could just make Back to the Future. That's another really good one, where you had like an open world and you could get into the DeLorean and drive around, or if you got onto the, because they could join all 3 films into one and have it all the thing. But I'm getting off subject. This game is amazing. But it's like I say, it's because it's Rockstar. They've done this, they've done Bully, they've done fucking obviously the Grand Thefts, Manhunt. That was another game that was really violent. Got banned in Australia and shit like that when that first came out for the PS2. So I just wish they would remake this with PS4 graphics, like Grand Theft kind of graphics, but just like more movie tie-ins, because I think it's missing. It's the one key ingredient game developers forget. But anyway, this is like the second level, I think,
Move it.
or the third level. This is where you Cleon and you're rounding up the members of the gang, because the destroyers have painted their logo over yours. So you're going to get everybody in the gang to go and get revenge. And it's clever because it introduces all the characters. There's Ajax. Listen to what he says.
Come on, baby, what's it gonna hurt? You know you want it.
Ajax, not now. Come on, you're being rough.
Oh, I'll show you rough, baby. You ain't seen nothing yet.
You know when he's threatening to fucking beat her up?
Ajax, ditch the chick. We need your muscle. The destroyers are hitting us again.
Like, Ajax is hard, he's the muscle in the gang, but he hasn't got the brains to be the leader, but he tries, like, he always wants to be the leader, and he always challenges to be the leader, but he just hasn't got the sense. He would end up getting them all killed or something like that, and that's what Swan knows, the second in command.
Let's go get him.
And fucking, in the movie, Cleon gets killed, because like I say, they get blamed for killing Cyrus.
Move it.
He says like, oh, let's bring all the gangs together because there's 60,000 people if we bring all joint forces, and there's only 20,000 police, so we could just rule the island. And as he's saying that speech, somebody shoots him, and the warriors get blamed for it. And there's about 100 people start on Cleon because he's just standing in the crowd, and he starts taking them all on, and then they just do him in and kill him. So Swan ends up being in control. But Ajax doesn't like it. But the movie, that's what I'm saying, that's a movie, but it's the same as the game. It's just, everything's class about it. There's Cowboy. Uppercut. There's Snow. But the police are solid. They're just like a gang, really. And the hardest fuck, because there's loads of them, and they've all got weapons. Plus they can put the cuffs on you like that, and you've got to break out. But you get to do free mode events, where you can like earn power-ups and stuff like steel toe caps and knuckle dusters, and you can get the ability to put cuffs on people and like break out yourself when you've been locked up. So that's good. But like I say there, look, Swan and not Swan, fucking what's his name, Snow and Cowboy have been locked up. What was that? That's Snow and Cowboy. But what I didn't realise at the time is that I needed 5,000 points, and I was nowhere near. So I'm gonna have to do it again, like, but not bothered. Didn't take that long. They say you vault over the fences. You can like either press triangle and you climb up and jump over, or if you're running with L2, you can jump over and just clear it in a one. Comes in handy when you're getting chased and shit like that, and you've got to escape quickly. But like I say, it makes you feel like you're playing the movie. If you see the movie and then you play the game, like each character, each gang member looks like the actor who played it in the movie. It's just great. Everything they've done about it is amazing. I couldn't praise it more. I just wish it had came out now instead of back then, because the graphics would have been better obviously, and the game probably would have been bigger. But apart from that, you can't really fault it. It's Rockstar, they always do quality like that. There's Fox, he's the scout. Like, look at this. This didn't happen on the movie. This is just what Rockstar have added with the characters from the movie. They're like doing their own thing, which is good. So it makes you believe, like Ghostbusters and like all these other franchises, they would just be able to do it. But this is where you throw bottles. But I just wish I had smashed all the boxes and stolen cars and done something.
Yo, hold up.
Trying to steal the car radios, trying to like get everything I can to get the points up, because I didn't get enough points and I didn't realise. But this is teaching you how to do throwing, because later you get petrol bombs and it comes in handy, being able to distract like some of the guards and that whenever you're doing your missions. But normally if you're close enough and you press X or square to throw, it's like automatic targeting. It'll throw straight at him, and it throws it right off his head as well. It's funny as fuck.
What the hell's going on?
it's like when you get close to them with a bottle, you can just like, it goes into a little like cinematic where you just like go slow-mo and you just smash the bottle over his head in slow motion. Or the same with a brick, it's like smashes the brick over his head. And also there's like, if you grab somebody, and I think it's if you press L1, you flip them round, so you've got like a hold of them like you would when you're mugging them. And then once you've got them in that position, somebody else can come round the front of them and they jump and press, oh well, they just press square and the character like goes into a little cinematic and you jump up and like headbutt them, or you jump up and elbow them or something like that. Or if you're holding a weapon, it does like a little cinematic for that as well, like it's a knife or a broken bottle or anything really, like a lead pipe or something. Or sometimes like you'll hold the head out and the other guy jumps up and knees him in the head. Like this, listen. I mean, it's class the way they talk as well, because it's the same way as they do on the film, because the movie is a total cult classic, and it's like, it captures the time it was in New York in the early 80s, late 70s kind of era, where the gangs in New York and that. Did you see that? I've done the little mini game perfectly, but somebody's already smashed the window and set the alarm off. But you get 1,000 points bonus for doing that, so it's worth doing it. There's flash. I just picked up some 3 flash. That's what those symbols are underneath Cleon's score. But you can pick up the till and you can hide that, because that's always got money inside it.
I'm ready to roll.
But you have to hide it off the thing. You have to hide off the wall or something. But you see, you have to get into the dark red bit, and if you don't get it, then just click out of the red and it'll reset. See, I fucked that second one up. But I thought the alarm's going off anyway. You know what I mean? So there's no point. I may as well just get out. Because you could take your time and get the 1,000 point bonuses, which I should have done, because I didn't finish with enough points. But you can just tell them to cause mayhem and just smash up everything around you, and that'll collect your points up. That's a little tip. Like, you only find out because it means you'll just be replaying the level again to collect the points to unlock the people when you want to do your multiplayer. Just depends if you wanted to play the multiplayer or not. The roundhouse double, kicking 2 people in the face at the same time. There's Swan, he's second in command, he's fucking solid, him. Like on the movie. Cochise is solid as well. Like. That's what I'm saying, each character's got their own strengths and shit. They're just saying, you can just tell them to go and wreck them all. And I just like strolled over, you know what I mean? You can just take your time, you can... But look how many people are brawling. And also, you can punch in different directions, so if you're surrounded, you just press the direction and you'll just hire back punch, or you'll hire like a side kick or something like that, and you can fight in any direction. Just see how you grab people and you can just like kick them away from you, and kick them into stuff, like kick them into the fence, or kick them into those barrels and that. And you get more points at the top. And just see how I'm flashing. My name was flashing. Then you rage, and then you do his special move like that, where you take him down, jump on his chest. Because he does that on the movie. It's a Bruce Lee move. And because Cleon thinks he's a good Kung Fu master. But each person's got different combos. Each person's got a different fighting style. There, that's a little cinematic thing I was telling you about. It's violent as fuck. Yeah, look at that. Stick the nut on him. Fucking destroys. But each gang, they've got like a boss as well. Like the leader of their gang is like somebody who's big. You know, he's like about 7 foot tall. So like each. And the Mexican gang have got 2. But it's class because you get used to the way the game works. And you start like... You know what I mean? You start enjoying the game as if it was like the movie, if you've seen the movie anyway. But that's it really. This is just a quick... I'm only on to level 2, but go and download it. It's only £7. It's got a 40% discount. It's the best game I've played for a long time by Rockstar. So just if you haven't played it before, just go and check it out. So that's it. See you later.